Special effects makeup is taking the internet by storm. It is slowly moving from completely professional to a self-taught hobby. You can find accounts dedicated to this all over social media, Instagram and YouTube being the most popular. Tutorials are everywhere, which inspires more people to give it a go. We all instantly think of blood and gore when we think of special effects makeup. However, it isn't all prosthetics and fake blood. A lot of special effects work requires painting or body art, especially when creating fantasy or sci-fi creatures or characters. For example, Ellimacs SFX on Instagram is a special effects makeup artist with 125k followers. His preferred medium is paint, but he isn't afraid of using latex or blood either. This is his take on Rumpelstiltskin. This 1-minute Instagram video actually took him 3 hours to create.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my way?
Similar to this, my 3-minute transformation video actually took me around an hour to create. I am a self-taught artist and have learnt my skills from YouTube tutorials and winging it. Here I am, recreating a look I originally did when I was 16, a hanging eyeball. I start by removing makeup from the eye as latex sticks better to bare skin. I then cut red yarn into smaller pieces and then rip them into thinner pieces to imitate veins. Using a piece of paper and liquid latex, I cover up my real eye. This 1 protects my eye and 2 acts as a base that we can build on. Then I created an eye shape using cotton wool and liquid latex on top of the paper.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell.
Once dry, I use a tan cream paint and then a foundation to make the wound match my skin tone. After that, I attach the red yarn to the fake eye and attach the cotton wool ball to the other end of the yarn using liquid latex. To make the wound appear deep, I used black cream paint on the inside of the fake eye, and using a stipple sponge, I applied red tones around the eye to imitate irritation. The final step was fake blood. I first applied scab blood as it has a congealed, thicker consistency. I added this to the inside area of the wound and a little on the fake eyeball. Using a pipette, I then added liquid fake blood and rubbed it into the yarn. Finally, I went back in with the stipple sponge to splat the blood around the wound. A common question I get asked is how to remove special effects makeup. Liquid latex just peels off in the same way a face mask does. The rest of it just needs to be scrubbed off like everyday makeup. Just like any other skill, it takes a lot of patience and practice to perfect your techniques. This was my first attempt at this look in 2016, and this is what it looks like now in 2019, 3 years later. I focused a lot more on making the wound look realistic than on just creating an interesting look. Inspiration is everywhere. One account that I learnt from is Ellimacs on YouTube, which has 987k subscribers and currently 286 tutorials. She uses both expensive professional equipment and cheap alternatives. When using more expensive products, they will tell you cheap alternatives to use as they are aware that their audiences may not be able to get the same equipment that they use. They also use some unusual methods, such as using meat, like ham, to imitate muscles. Special effects makeup gets more popular every year, especially around Halloween. But for people like me, we celebrate Halloween all year.